Hey, Jesse here with Hot Off Wheels. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to go in this Walmart. My wife just called me in. My wife just called me in. Hopefully they get some H case. Hoping the music stays off, but they're probably gonna play their music. And I'll probably have to go to a voiceover. But let's see what my wife has. What? Okay. I guess some H case up in here. So yeah, I've been piecemealing together the H case for some time now. Finding a little bit here and there at auto parts stores, grocery stores, what I call piecemealing, where it's just, you're not finding a full case drop like this. You're actually just coming across maybe 2 or 3 at a time at, say, grocery stores, auto parts stores, wherever you might find your newer case stuff at. That's what I call piecemealing, where you're just putting a little bit together at a time. This is, again, the first full H case we've seen with actually real production cars in it. I did hit up one other store earlier that day, right after I got off work. This was on a Friday, and I got off work probably around, I think, 1 o'clock on Friday, so I hit up a couple of Walmarts on the way home, found one that had H case, but it was already hit up, so I imagine they probably had it for a couple of days, where people just, went through it really quickly. They only had little fancy cars left over, but I told my wife, I'm like, we gotta get out there and hunt. And I'm well aware, as a side note, some of this is G case, like that Camaro, the orange Camaro. I believe that was a carryover from G case. Some of this is just carryover, and some of it's new, like the black Civic, I think the Audi, and the new color for the BMW M3. I believe those are new H case colors. But then some of this is, of course, carryover. But I pick up some of these cars. You'll see me pick up like the fancy cars. I'm picking those up for my brother-in-law. I don't necessarily collect the fancy ones, with the exceptions of like maybe pop culture. If it's, I don't know, maybe for just off the top of my head, like a Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine, or maybe like the Flintstonemobile, things that are kind of, I don't know, bring back a little nostalgia, from my childhood or something. Those I might pick up, it's just like, again, one of those things that I kind of connect with. But a lot of the fancy cars I kind of leave for my brother-in-law, so I'll grab some of those for him. He likes those green Metro transit buses. He likes taxis, some things like that. So I'll pick up some of those for him. But you'll see me. I keep looking at the back. I'm like, I can't tell if this is H or G case, but it's all good. So I just wanted to get out there and encourage you to get out there and hunt. You never know what you're gonna find. Like, I did not know I was gonna come across these super treasure hunt for H case. The Datsun 510, ladies and gentlemen, look at that, my friend. Oh, that is beautiful. I can't take credit for finding it. Actually, my wife found this one in one of those little metal sidekicks. I'll maybe post a picture somewhere on the screen of what that looks like, if it's just for reference. But yeah, some of the Walmarts still have these little metal sidekicks. And I'm telling you, you have to, be prepared to dig, to look. I mean, the Super's not always going to be on the front pegs waiting for you, just like, oh, take me. I mean, sometimes you got to dig, ladies and gentlemen. So you might have to go through a death barrel like this one, or whatever. So I just wanted to encourage you with that. I'll show you some of my other recent finds, but I just wanted to encourage you to get out there and keep hunting. But let's go to some of my other finds. But hopefully you're able to score some of these cars soon. We are back at the layer, so I just wanted to show you the 510 up close and personal one last time. I'm still just blown away that we found that. Our first store we found a full case H drop with, and we scored the Super. Again, that's got to be a first. But thanks to my wife for going through that little metal bin. She did well to spot the Super out of that. But it's not hard, of course, with the wheels and the paint, the Spectre Flame. You'll definitely notice the difference between that and the main line here. Pretty drastic difference, unlike maybe, say, the white Mazda from a couple of cases back. That was a little bit harder to spot, but I found that recently. Of course, Friday I found that Datsun, but I also found another Super, the Mazda RX-7. I was going through a dump bin of Kroger. I knew that, and I was looking for the Kroger exclusive colors. I haven't seen those drop locally yet. However, I'm looking for the 2021 exclusive colors for Datsun, or not for Datsun, but for Kroger. But then I came across like a C and D case mix in a dump bin, and as many of you know, I am struggling to find the twin mill ID car for C case. It's the only ID car I don't have for the year, so I'm really trying to find that one. So I was diving through a bin and came across this at the very bottom of the dump bin, another Mazda RX-7 Super. So that was really cool to come across. And then of course there's your main line right there. Yeah, so that was nice. I came across another Corvette at I think it was at Publix at a grocery store. I came across another E-Case Corvette, so that was nice. So definitely will be looking to add the Datsun 510 to my wall here. I've got a lot of Supers, treasure hunts, and of course your IDs. Missing of course the twin mill, obviously. But yeah, outside of that, I'm looking to continue carrying my wall out with Supers and whatnot. But I want to show you some other recent finds for Hot Wheels. I've got a lot of other things like green lights, Johnny Lightnings, Auto Worlds, and stuff to find. But just wanted to show you a couple of other recent finds, a little entertainment, premium set, a little Nissan Skyline, definitely beautiful. I don't know with my light on top if how well it's, let me see, hold on a second. I'm gonna turn this light out on top. I feel like that might be a little bit better lighting, I don't know. But, so we got that, you got the Koenigsegg, I believe. That was really beautiful, found that at Target. I think I found all these at Target. And then of course your little kit car, pretty sweet. There are I think 2 other cars in it, but they're more like a fancy looking car. I didn't bother, I don't think, to grab those. Give me a second, I gotta find a place to put all this stuff. I found a cool little 9-pack. I don't come across too many 9-packs that I'm like, dang, I gotta get that one. Well, this one didn't have many fantasy cars, and the fantasy car it does have, I actually kind of like, because it's a little bit like of a comic strip, you know, looking car. The little Mad, I think it's the Mad Manga, I believe it is, or one of those mangas, Tuna Manga, Mad Manga, whatever. But you know, halfway decent little 9-pack. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you agree with that or not, but I mean, you don't see too many you don't see too many 9-packs with like a lot of real cars in it. A lot of times it's like 3 or 4 fantasy cars, a couple of real cars, but this one actually had a good bit of real cars in it, and some of the newer ones too with that. You got the Jaguar, you got the Cyclone up top, some of the other, you know, Vipers and Fords and Lambos, so that was pretty cool. I thought that was a, you know, halfway decent little 9-pack, so I want to show you that. Some of the stuff you may have already seen drop. This is just stuff I haven't shown you. You know, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you may have seen me post some of this up, like the Volkswagen, I believe I posted up. So there's just a little Masters of the Universe set right here. Of course, my favorite being the Volkswagen T1 bus right there. As many of you know, I'm a Volkswagen, classic Volkswagen collector, so I thought that was pretty sweet. I ended up picking the whole set up, even though I'm probably not the biggest fan of maybe like some of these, like the Mercedes-Benz Unimog. You know, doesn't necessarily do anything for me necessarily, but I figured, you know, I like the rest of them for the most part, so I picked up the whole set at that point. Of course, you know, everything I'm showing you here, you can find at your stores. You should be able to find it at your major stores if you have Walmarts or Targets, wherever you find your Hot Wheels or premium sets. Of course, a lot of you have probably already picked up your fast wagons. Hopefully you've been able to acquire these or score these in your store with a fast wagon set. Surprisingly, the Volvo 850 was the one that was hard to find. That a lot of you know, resellers or collectors or whatever were going for. I'm not really sure why. I felt like these two on the left here, the Nissan Skyline van and the Chevy Nova panel, were to me the ones to go for. But obviously, you know, not everybody agreed with that. Everybody was going for the 850 Estates. So let's see. So those are a couple of you can you know, you should be able to find at your stores by now, hopefully. I don't recall what this set's called, to be honest with you. It's like an auto parts set. Again, I I've kind of lost track of some of the names of these. I've had them in my possession for maybe a week or two. So of course, my favorite is going to be the Volvo T1 bus right there, little Coney right there. That's sweet. But all of them are little, you got Hooker header, Dodge van, the HKS van right there. That one's sweet as all get out. Look at that. That's awesome. I love that. And then of course you get some nice ones like the Land Rover Defender right there. So let me know what you think about that. But again, I don't remember what the set's called. I have to research it again. But really, really nice. Hopefully you're able to score those soon. And of course, hold on one second. Before I bring you that, I'll show you some of my team transports. I know the video's starting to get a little bit long, so I do apologize, but hopefully it's still entertaining. You've got the old BMW and the team transports. So we got all the new team transports, so I'm thankful for that. A little Baja Hoonigan Bug. While I'm more of a classic VW fan, Baja is kind of cool. Pretty different there. Little Horizon hauler. Probably my favorite is the 32 Ford right here, team transport with the Speedways hauler. You don't see too many transport flatbeds like that in team transports, at least not in the last few years that I'm aware of. I just thought it was kind of a really nice one. But what I did not realize until I got home was this is actually a Moon Eyes, as you can see in the artwork and on the car. If I can get it to focus, you see the Moon Eyes right there, and then of course it's in the artwork as well. So I thought that was really awesome. I'm a Moon Eyes collector, so I didn't realize until I got home with it that it was a Moon Eyes. So I've already picked up a second one of those just for that fact alone. And then of course, last but not least, the Dodge Demon, the little SRT Challenger. Really, really nice in that little race team look. The retro rig. We've seen the retro rig, I believe, before. But definitely really, really nice team transport set right there. A lot of ID cars I've recently acquired. My wife actually scored some of these. The Nissan Fairlady Z, definitely nice. You may see this on a turntable video soon on a showcase. The Lamborghini right there, little Roadster. I'm trying to get through these quickly because I know we're already running a little over. So, little Jaguar, that's pretty cool. A little Batmobile, Justice League version. Nissan Skyline. If you've been following me on Instagram, you've seen me post that one up already. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video short of what I intended, just to be respectful of your time. I'm also fighting a sinus infection, which definitely plays a part, but I definitely have a lot more content and things to go over and discuss. However, I want to go ahead and get this video out to you as well as prepare for the next video, and because I've got Kroger exclusive sitting in my living room right now, just waiting and dying to be open. I ordered 2 cases off of their website, so I'll be unboxing those 2 cases with you very soon and talk about the Dollar General exclusive giveaway. But it's not just any giveaway; it'll be a contest. But I'll talk more about that in the next video or very soon. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Thank you for always tuning in. Drop me a comment what your thoughts are. Until next time, be well.